Hello, I'm Dr. Tripti Patel, founder of Physicians Premier Weight and Wellness Center. Today, I'm going to discuss a very important and sometimes confusing topic, and that is nutrition labels on food. To get the most out of this, I recommend getting a food product with a nutrition label so you can easily follow along. In 2018, the old food label underwent a noticeable and much needed change. In the new label, the serving size is larger and bolder. It is based on the more realistic amount of food that we eat. For instance, previously a normal serving size for ice cream was half a cup. Now it's changed to 2/3 cup. Calories are now listed bigger and bolder as well. And note that calories from fat no longer appear on the new label. This is because research shows that the type of fat is more important than the amount of fat. The added sugar section has been included. This includes any added sugar from table sugar, honey, syrup, fruit, or vegetable juice. Vitamin D and potassium are now required for every food label because Americans don't get enough of these two nutrients. Vitamin A and C are no longer on the label because Americans generally get plenty of these two nutrients. Now let's take a more in-depth look at the information on the label. The serving size is the first thing to look at. It is usually listed in familiar units like cups or pieces, followed by metric units in parentheses like grams. Serving size is important because it influences the amount of calories and nutrients that we eat. When you're shopping, it is important to pay attention to how many servings are in the package. Then when eating, ask yourself how many servings you're having. Is it half a serving or are you eating 2 servings? If you eat half of the serving, then you would be eating half of the calories and nutrients listed. If you eat 2 servings, you would be eating twice the calories and nutrients listed. As you continue down the food label, sodium is important to look at. A good tip regarding sodium intake would be to make sure sodium content on the label is less than 140 milligrams per serving or 500 milligrams per meal. This will help you consume below 2,000 milligrams per day. Next, we look at the 2 macronutrients, carbohydrates and proteins. The nutrition label will list total carbohydrates found in 1 serving. They are then further broken down into fiber and sugar. Remember, fiber and sugar are types of carbohydrates. The difference is fiber is good and sugar is not. The higher the fiber, the better, and the lower the sugar, the better. Added sugars let us know how much sugar was added while processing versus naturally occurring sugars. Things like corn syrup, honey, fruit juice, etc. When looking at the protein amount, remember 25 to 30 grams of protein in 1 sitting is ideal. Now say you go to the grocery store and you need to get in and out pretty fast. You need to be able to quickly scan the label for the nutritional information. Here are 4 things that you can easily scan for. Number 1, fats. If it's mostly unsaturated, then buy it. And caution, don't be fooled if the trans fat is listed at 0 grams. Up to 0.5 grams is allowed without having to list it on the label. Look at the ingredients list. If you see partially hydrogenated oil and or shortening listed, then there is trans fat in it. Number 2, sodium. Often it is present in highly processed foods. Look for less than 400 milligrams per serving, which is 1/3 of what you need for the day. Number 3, fiber. Look for at least 3 grams per serving in foods like breads, pastas, crackers, and soup. Number 4, sugar. Look at both the total and the added sugar. In general, look for less than 15 grams of sugar per serving. Also note there is a difference between naturally occurring sugar and added like table sugar, corn syrup, etc. For men, try to stay under 37.5 grams or 9 teaspoons per day of added sugar. For women, stay under 25 grams or 6 teaspoons per day of added sugar. Remember, reading food labels can be tricky, but it is very important. Don't get caught up in what the front of the package says. That's all marketing to make you buy the product. Rather, turn the package around and read the nutrition label. I hope you found this helpful since reading and interpreting food labels is important in any weight loss plan. If you're ready to get started on your weight loss journey, reach out to us at healthymeweightloss.com. My team and I can't wait to meet you.